Is that Alicia in the flesh? Yes. Is this a video? It is a video. Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alicia Elizabeth and it has been 1 year since my last post. Actually, next Friday will make 1 year since I've posted a video. I've been gone for such a long time. And I don't know if this video will do it any justice or will fully capture where I've been, but I hope that it does, because I feel like, like when something's hot and you got to get it out, that's where I'm at. I feel like, okay, Alicia, you've been sitting on the bench too long. Get back on the wagon, get back on the train, get back to what you've been doing because, you know, that's how I talk to myself. Anyway, hey boo, hey, I have missed you all. Um, I've missed this space. I've missed um sharing. I've missed teaching. I've missed engaging. I've missed everything. But the time off has been necessary. It's been helpful. And my hope and my prayer is that it also reflects in the content that I produce. Um, and yeah, let's get into it. So today I posted on my Instagram. If you follow me, you've seen this quote. It says, "To love yourself long term is to attend 1,000 funerals of the person you used to be." I think the quote could also go, "To love yourself long term is to attend thousands of funerals of the person you used to be." But that's neither here nor there, right? And I tweeted this in July and I'm just now getting around to like sharing it, but I've been chewing on it for a while. I've been chewing on it before I tweeted it. And today I shared it. And I thought when I shared the quote that I would write so much as my caption. I thought maybe I should post a blog. And because I got up to work this morning, hence why I'm kind of sleepy. I don't know if I said that, but if I haven't, your girl is tired. I got up at 4 a.m. this morning to work. And so I was about to take a shower and put on something really cute for this video. And I said to myself, no, like the last time you were on YouTube, you were talking about authenticity and cultivating a space and blah, blah, blah. Girl, they gonna get on there. They know what it is. You ain't always got on there looking cute. So, maybe in a year I'll look at this video and be like, why did I get on here with these raggedy ends and this dusty hair? But in this moment, I know that I'm getting on here because I want to show up for myself. I want to show up for you. And I want to share what is like on my heart right now. Anyway, so I was thinking like I should post a blog, but I'm too tired to type it out and I don't want to shortchange it. So I'm just going to post my first official blog back into this space. And we're going to get, this ball rolling again. And I can't declare what that looks like just yet as far as like when I'll post and things like that. But I do know that today I want to talk about this quote. I want to talk about where I've been. I want to encourage you and, kiki with you. And I want you to subscribe if you haven't. I want you to share this video because, that's what you should be doing if you're really about it. If you're really about the girl, share the video. And I want you to comment, right? Because I don't know. I don't understand why we are on social media and we don't talk to each other. That is just the craziest thing to me. Like, off the record, on the record, I'm like, that's crazy as hell. Like, why aren't you talking to people? That's crazy. Like, it's creepy. It's creepy. Now it's one thing to not to feel unsure about talking to someone online because you don't know if they're nice. But like when somebody's engaging you and actually saying like comment below, it's creepy. I don't know. Or posing a question. I don't know. I just think it's weird. But that's me. Because, whatever. Anyway, if I'm going to rant, forgive me. It's because I'm sleepy. To love yourself long term is to attend 1,000 funerals of the person you used to be. I never planned to get off YouTube. I feel like it kind of just happened. I know I was taking like a small break because the school year was starting, but that small break turned into a year, which has led to so many changes. If you were following my fitness journey, you will know that like the winter beat my behind. I have gained some weight back, y'all. I know it shows in my face, my neck. It's okay. Okay. You gonna remember, if nothing else, one thing for sure, two things for certain. I am your plus size. I'm not gonna say that. I was trying to find the words, but it wasn't coming to me. I'm sleepy. I'm your plus size friend. Okay. I was about to say fat advocate or something like that, but I'm not even talking about fat, nothing. I'm your plus size, body loving, body positive, belly roll having, turkey bun, butter biscuit friend. I'm going to cheer for you at every stage of your journey because my journey fluctuates. And as an educator and as someone who, as I get older, am understanding that weight loss is tied to our mental thought, which is also tied to our experiences, which are tied to our toolbox, which is also, speaks to our upbringing and all these different layers. I'm never going to get on here and focus on just the number on the scale. I have not told you all my weight because it's not important, right? I don't want you to make it important in your world, so I'm not going to make it important in our shared world. And you definitely not about to make the number on the scale in my life the most important thing in this space because I'm not, right? I'm not going to over focus on my second chin, my neck, and none of that because it's going to come, it's going to go. What I want to focus on is how do we keep getting here? You know what I mean? How do we stay in a healthy lifestyle? And so I'm jumping into multiple topics, but follow me, y'all. I deserve to be all over the place for a little bit. I've been gone, okay? If you haven't already, go get some food. We talk about this. Get you a snack. I'm here to talk to you. And I'm excited. I feel good. Like I'm sleepy, but I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to just be in this space again. And I just want to say real quick, special shout out to my people. Y'all know who y'all are. While I was away, there was a handful of people who was like, where's your videos? Where's your blog? And I would give them some answer, which was true to me in that season, in that moment. But they would be like, a couple weeks later, where's your videos? Like, and I love that. It ministered and encourages me deeply when my people are like, hey, you can take some time off, but you cannot stay out of the game. As a matter of fact, get back in the game. You know what I mean? So if you, at any time in the year that I've been off, came to question me and hold me accountable and, in your loving way or your stern way was like, girl, you are not posting, you are not writing, you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing. I love you. I appreciate you. I need that. You know, a little video on TikTok, like, I need that, I want that, I need that, I want that, give me that, okay? Anyway, so my weight has fluctuated. Winter in Ohio beat my behind. Winter in Ohio, going back into the school building, getting back on the schedule of my employer, the pandemic, or the panoramic, I should say, COVID, all of those things turned my world upside down when I had to go back to work. I'm so grateful that I wasn't talking down on people who, whose weight fluctuated, who wasn't doing certain things while they were, going through the pandemic, because when my life started to get back to normal, because we had been in it for such a while, some of the behaviors that I had created, I couldn't keep with. Point in case, one of the hardest things for me when I went back to work was, like, I'm already a morning person. I think I told you all I got up at work. I went to work at 4 a.m. today. I am a morning person, but I'm a morning person on my time, right? Like, if no one's telling me what time to wake up, I'm going to wake up at 4. But when someone's telling me I got to wake up at 4, now 4 o'clock just is like, what? That's ridiculous. Like, I'm a morning person by choice, not because you asked me to be. And it works for my career as a teacher. But when we were quarantined, me getting up and starting my day and, being able to maybe like start a few minutes after a certain time because I was at home looks a lot different than me getting up and having to go into the building. And so it was just a lot. Like, going back to the building every day, and before I was able to divide my schedule between working from home and working at the building, it was just like, what is this? Like, how spoiled did I become, right? Not being able to take 2 hour strolls on my trail and having to make sense of 30 minutes being enough for a workout. I know that's crazy because y'all, I was a thickie. I lost weight. I lost a lot of weight, but I was a thickie still, right? I gained a lot of weight. Well, I gained some of the weight back, but nonetheless, while still being a plus size girl at both times, I had begun to work out a lot. Like, not intentionally, like not like I wasn't thinking like, okay, I gotta work out 2 hours today. My recreational activity was working out, and I was doing it for 2 hours a day. So taking a 2 hour stroll was normal. 30 minutes felt like a joke. 30 minutes still feels like a joke, which is another mindset that I am working on right now, right? And this is why I want to make sure I'm not covering up the mouthpiece. I'd be so mad if all of that y'all couldn't hear. This is why I talk about our mindset, our relationship with food, with fitness, with our weight, with our health, because here I was creating a healthy lifestyle. And it was one that I can sustain because all I was doing was like walking, jumping, doing the stairs, stuff that I can do no matter where I live. But I was doing it for an amount of time that in the real world I can't keep up with. So it's a new dimension, a new layer of information that I'm like, wow, Anyway, the quote: to love yourself long term is to attend 1,000 funerals of the person you used to be. This video is already 11 minutes, y'all. I should have told you to pull up a lawn tray. Have a snack. I should have said get a meal because we're going to be here for a while. No, I'm going to try to wrap this up in like 3 minutes because I'm back. So I will be sharing over the course of that time. This quote is so good to me because in the time that I was away, and I'm still unpacking it in my personal space, so much has changed. When I was on YouTube a year ago, I was sharing with you all the Brene Brown book. Me and Nene took a trip. We were vacationing together. And I was encouraging you to be honest with your community, be honest in the spaces that you were in, to show up, to practice level of authenticity and transparency. And everything that I was teaching y'all to do, believe me, off camera, this piece of hair is serious, I was doing. But I think it wasn't until I stopped recording that I was able to really just chew on what I was teaching y'all even more and apply it without having to juggle, showing up for this space and the spaces that I was in and myself. And I'm working on that. I'm going to figure out balance in encouraging, teaching, advocating, all of that. And I'm okay with saying that is a lot to balance. And then on top of everything else, to be completely honest with you, my heart is for community. It is for people. And if I'm not getting the level, let me say, not if that I'm not getting, because people definitely were following the videos. We were talking off camera, off script, in different places about my series. But my heart is so heavily bent towards having real relationships off camera. Let me say that. Because I'm not going to discredit the people who have been rocking with me. I appreciate you. I see you. Even you people who don't comment, but you be sliding in my DMs. I know who you are. I understand that the stuff I be talking about sometimes is too personal for you to comment below. Gotcha. I see ya. I appreciate ya. But I still want relationship in person. Like, if this panoramic, when it ends, I have so many ideas and things that I want to do for people in person. And I mean, it's not about when it ends, because we're probably going to have to transition into a new norm. So I'm thinking of ways to make it happen. But like the stuff that I was talking about on my YouTube a year ago, even my fitness journey, it's so much more than it being a virtual experience. You know what I mean? And I think I experienced a level of burnout because it was like I was pouring into myself. I definitely get up and have my alone time, and I have a relationship with God and people that I talk to every day or frequently and things of that sort. And then I was giving so much online, that I was just so busy that I don't think I had a chance to really take in what was happening in the world. And then when I went back to work, I started to feel the impact of what was happening. And I think it was just because it's like I was more so in it. Like instead of just being quarantined, I actually was in it. I was seeing the distance between people. I was seeing how it was like really, I saw it in the spring, but I really saw the layering impact of it in my students who don't have the toolbox to sustain or to even stay afloat in such, you know, heavy isolation, you know, not seeing my family and friends or being able to be around people who, you know, you want to hug and touch and give kisses to and see them grow. And it's just simple stuff that you just don't think you know, rely on or look forward to. And then when it's taken from you, you're not sure how it impacts you. And so I think when I got offline, I just kind of slowed down, and everything that I had learned and that I was teaching and that I then was responsible for implementing on top of this new norm or our new way of being, it was just a lot. It was a lot. You know, my weight fluctuating has a lot to do with my life changing and it being busy. And I just am like, God, like, what is this about my life? It's like, it's not always so go go go, but it's always so full, and I'm thankful. But like, I have to figure out how to maintain the progress and the things that I've worked towards while things change around me. You know, it is the most foolish thing, and I'm calling this out for myself. I'm not talking about you, but I'm sharing with you my logic to do all of that work and to lose it because more has been added to my plate. And I think I even wrestled with that, like, man, I was killing it just on my own out here with my folks, with y'all, you know, people who was checking out, other people who were working out. I'm not taking credit as if I was doing it alone, but I'm saying, like, you know, I was getting up, picking right foods, working out. How the heck do you just throw that away? You know, but then I had to sit down and I'm like, Alicia, your life is changing, and this lifestyle journey is about learning to be steadfast and to still progress with the ebbs and flow, you know, and that is hard sometimes. And then having to also just be honest with myself about my living situation, my community situation in Ohio, where I want to be, where I am, what do I want the next 5 to 10 years to look like? Am I on track for things that I want? Just, you know, I'm not even talking about just like ambitions, like careers. I'm just talking about in general, like, okay, family expansion, you know, am I staying where I'm at? Like everything. You just thinking, you know? And it's a lot. And so here we are a year later, and my fitness journey is still a journey. And I'm still gonna bring you all on. And I think outside of taking time for myself, I think something in me didn't know how to come back because I'm different, you know, and I haven't really been able to unpack this quote because I am updating you all, but this quote is so good because I love the woman that I'm becoming, you know, like I love where I am. I love the vision I have for myself in your world. Like I love what I know I can bring to your world and bring to the table. And I love the vision that I see, and it excites me to think about when it manifests, like when it is actual, when it comes to fruition, how good it's going to be for you and me. And I mean that for anybody watching this video. Like I love what God deposits in me for you. And it overwhelms me at the same time. It overwhelms me because I'm like, God, this is a lot. But not like in a burdensome way, but just like it's heavy, you know? So with everything going on in my past year, I kind of just was sitting it out and trying to figure out like, what do I want to do with social media? I see we're about to go into another year of this situation. But it doesn't change the necessity for community. It doesn't change, you know, you using your gifts, your talents. It doesn't change the things God has told you to do. It doesn't change your purpose, your passion. Like, none of those things are canceled because we are in the middle of a panoramic. And I already said the word, so if YouTube is going to flag me, I'm out. But I'm just using another word just in case. None of it changes that. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it's kind of like, I don't know. And then I'm going to wrap this up because we're at 20 minutes. I was talking about money. And I am really happy to tell you that I never stopped studying and looking up information. But what happened was I was sharing as I was learning. And as a teacher, that's like kind of helpful, right? But it's a little hard because if I'm not yet done learning, then I'm bringing you partial information. And so I don't know if you all remember this, but I think I did like 3 or 4 videos. I shared with you how I had disputed something on my credit. And then someone wrote me and told me another way I could have done it or a better solution. And then I said to myself, I said, Myself said, yes. I said, we don't believe in the blind leading the blind. Stop talking about money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to document my journey, but because I'm a teacher, my documenting process always looks like I'm telling you what to do. I'm aware of it. I'm self-aware, right? So I just stopped. I'm like, no, learn it, implement it, then share, then teach. You know, there are some things like my fitness journey. It was easy to kind of like come on and teach because I was sharing about the previous week. And it was just like, you know, this is just weight loss and food. It's not like someone's credit score and someone's savings account. And there's still things I can talk to you about concerning money. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm one of those people who want you to know what my pockets are sitting on. I'm being honest. Like, I want to share with you how to, you know, elevate your space. But I don't want it to come by way of you knowing everything about me. Like, I am not, some people will say I'm super private. And I don't know if that's the right word. I think I'm selective. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there is something so tasteful about you not knowing everything about me unless you have worked to earn that level of intimacy, right? And I'm jumping topics, but again, I'm sleepy and I'm about to log off. And this isn't about like not wanting to share. I definitely want to share, but I think because my heart is so bent towards a relationship, I understand that like if I give you everything here, you don't have to be in relationship with me to get other things. You know what I'm saying? And people need to learn to appreciate relationship. They need to understand that there's work, there's investment, there's time, there's money, and those things unlock new dimensions and spaces with people. So, you know, we're going to talk about that some more. I'm going to do a vlog. I'm thinking about doing vlogs this year, like maybe every Sunday, uploading clips of my week. I've thought about doing a teacher YouTube page, still working on my book, just so many things, you know, just so many things, while also navigating the panoramic, and still living in Columbus, Ohio, and just so many things. But this video is at 23 minutes. And I don't even think I talked about this quote. So I'm going to say this one thing. To love yourself long term is to attend thousands of funerals. 1,000 funerals of the person you used to be. I want to encourage you to welcome change. Change. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm being honest, when I started to gain weight, I was like overwhelmed. Like, what the heck? Like, not because I'm so hell-bent on my weight or because I don't like myself as a thick woman, because baby, I'm fine, okay? Like, I'm really cute. But because I'm like, girl, you just beat this challenge. How are you? What is happening? But I had to realize long term, and I'm focusing on the weight only because that's one of the things we talked about. Trust me, I would talk about the things that have changed with me emotionally and mentally because we talked about Brene, but then this video will be 55 minutes. I'm trying to do the quickest one. Dang, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I had to learn, like, long-term loving myself is to welcome that version is no longer. And it's not because that version was bad. That version was with that information. Here comes the new Alicia. And there's a change with this, right? So, like, point in case, and then I'm logging off. I had lost all that weight during the quarantine, and we're still technically quarantined, but like the shutdown. That version taught me, when I put my mind to something, I can do it. That I can have a healthy relationship with food, that I can be a fitness person. Like, that time actually gets in the way, that I may possibly want to have a career that gives me more time, because if I had more time, this is the type of person I would be, right? All of that helps me. That's a version of myself that I learned and discovered just by being shut down, that I do enjoy nature, that I actually prefer to work out outside over a gym. That is a version of myself that I would have never known had we not had the quarantine, because life would have been as I've always known it, right? Then we get back to work. That version kind of dies. There's a funeral because I'm no longer quarantined. And here comes a new version of myself that I still need to love. I need to work through. I need to accept. I need to process all of that. And then, you know, I may leave the school. I may change roles. I may move out of state. That version dies. And I still have to love the next Alicia and what it looks like and what it comes with. So I will talk about this quote again in the next video. If you rocked with me to the end of this video, I love you. But I'm in that space. This is what I'm holding on to outside of the word of God and my community and the things that bring me joy. To love Alicia long term is to attend 1,000 funerals of the person I used to be. That could look like a funeral every day. That could look like a funeral every year. And this is so good. It's so much. I gotta talk about it, but I'm trying to log off. And this is so, like, this ties in with Brene so much, because I'm gonna keep it funky and then I'm gonna log off. In my dating space, like in my head, I am constantly and I'm just sharing this because I just want y'all to know, like, I'm here with y'all. I like y'all. I'm constantly learning that I do want longevity with someone, right? And I have to attend their funeral with them. And that's scary, right? Because it means they don't look like who I met. And it means I don't always know who they're going to become. If they will like me in the process, if I will like them in the process. But loving myself enough to be okay with the ebbs and flow of attending these funerals alongside someone that I love. Whew, that's a lot. And it might be in my book, so don't you dare try to steal it, because I will sue you. I'm not playing. I will sue you. But I'm just sharing it with you. I'm sharing it with you. You're getting raw footage of me just thinking and talking and sharing and just letting you know where I've been. But there will be more vlogs. I'm thinking on Sunday, maybe Saturday. I don't know. But this is a 30-minute update. And if no one watches to the end, I feel good just putting it out there for someone. So as always, thank you so much for tuning in. If you do watch this to the end, I want you to let me know in the comments. I was going to give you like some special tags, but just be like, I watched to the end. What's up? Glad to have you back. Something like that. You know, let me know. Just let me know. But yeah, I missed y'all and I'm happy to be back, and I'm hoping to see more of you. How has your year been since it's been that long? Let me know below. See you in the next video.